Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Insightful Principles. In today's content, I really want to talk about the top 10 in demand and profitable skills to learn for 2023. I think there's a lot of great opportunities when you look at different sectors. You look at things that you can learn as a trade, as a skill set that can allow you to be able to bring in more income and ultimately being able to just leverage your time and really work towards financial freedom. I want to break down those top 10 skills throughout this episode. If you all could do me a huge favor, if you could please like, subscribe, and share this video. Don't forget to hit that notification bell below so you can be notified every week when I drop content. So the very first profitable skill to learn for 2023, everyone's talking about it, artificial intelligence and machine learning. I think that this is going to continue to be a theme throughout 2023 when you are now hearing a lot of the involvement with ChatGPT and how that's allowing people to become just more efficient to get certain tasks done and complete. Now, keep in mind, some of those programs still have different biases with it, and it still is in the infancy stage. But I think that when you also look at Apple wanting to eventually get into the metaverse now and compete with Meta, which was originally Facebook. I think that that's very intriguing, and it's just a lot more talks of much more companies using artificial intelligence and machine learning. And artificial intelligence is when you have computers and robots, they're capable of behaving in ways that both mimic and go beyond human capabilities. So typically, AI enabled programs can analyze and contextualize data to provide information or to automatically trigger actions without human interference. So a lot of times, when you think about the smart devices, when you think about Alexa, you think about Siri on Apple devices, this is artificial intelligence. And then also you do have, whenever you go on a company's website, sometimes they have like a voice activated system or a chat where you can communicate with a robot. But it's simply a computer, but it's mimicking human behavior to be able to answer certain questions. Now, when it comes to machine learning, this is simply a subcategory of AI that uses algorithms to automatically learn insights and recognize patterns from data. And it is really a way to make learning a lot more efficient and being able to make better decisions. That's typically why people are becoming more intrigued about artificial intelligence and machine learning. It certainly will have some elements where it could replace jobs. When you think about the food and service sector, you think about manufacturing, logistics, there could be some elements where some jobs can be replaced, but for the most part, this technology is being utilized to be able to help people make decisions more effectively and being able to cut down your time on a task or a responsibility by being able to help automate the process to get done things a little bit more faster. So I think if anything, it's just going to allow people to become more efficient with their time and being able to make more better decisions. But the second profitable skill to learn for this year in 2023 is videography and editing. Now, I think that this is very important because, especially for someone like myself that has a podcast, that's doing a YouTube, creating content, the other aspect that a lot of people don't see is the editing aspect. And I think, learning that skill set, whether that's being able to develop just a skill set and learn a lot about how to edit short form videos. So whether you're putting together TikTok videos, IG Reels, YouTube Shorts, find a way to use different editing platforms, whether you look at an Adobe Premiere Pro, which is typically what I use for a lot of my videos, or Adobe Creative Cloud. They have a lot of different editing programs within that. You also have iMovie. You can do things in Canva where you can be able to clip out small short form pieces of content. But I definitely think, also from the videography standpoint, where you're actually recording the content, developing these type of skill sets are things that can be very in demand within the market. I know a lot of times when I'm looking at Fiverr, there's tons of people that are waiting to be able to help be able to edit your content, or being able to just piece together your content that you have, and being able to create photos or any type of content creation strategy. So I think the videography and editing is important. The third one that I think that a lot of people are starting to become more aware of is blockchain development. Now, you all have heard me on this channel talk before about blockchain, which is simply a term that has been developed throughout cryptocurrency, where it's essentially a digital ledger that records transactions. So you have a lot of companies, for example, like Walmart, they'll use blockchain to kind of be able to look at their inventory and manufacturing to see what products are coming into their facility. And I think that a lot of companies are really trying to get a better understanding of how to use this emerging technology, because similar to like AI and machine learning, blockchain development is allowing tasks and responsibilities to be much more faster. You're able to have more transparency when you're able to look at something on a digital ledger. It's not able to be manipulated. It's all code that's stored on a ledger, and everyone can be able to see that information. So I think the blockchain conversation is going to be very important. And I think one benefit when it comes to blockchain development is you have people that not only are utilizing the technology, but people that actually are creating it as well, whether that's new applications. And I think you can be able to explain a lot of the different elements of how people can improve this in their business if you are a blockchain developer. And there are plenty of accreditations that you can get online to learn more about blockchain development. I know if you go to udemy.com, they have a lot of different courses around blockchain. And even if you go to Blockchain 101, if you type that in on Google, typically there's a lot of resources around blockchain development and kind of expanding your knowledge around that. But the fourth profitable skill set is UX and UI design. So I think that these skill sets are very important when it comes to, you have people that have a product or service and they want to be able to find more ways that it creates more engagement online for their customers. And even when you think about people that are creating apps, many times they have to create these UX, which is user experience, and UI is user interface design that they have to implement to be able to create the code for the app, so people can be able to look at something that's appealing, that's very easy to navigate. And I think that with UX and UI, it really allows people to be able to help attract new customers where they have great design skills around their product or service. And you have people that are either creating these designs for you or even learning the skill set yourself. It can allow you to be able to just increase engagement around your product or service. Now, the fifth profitable skill is cybersecurity. I kind of talked before how, cybersecurity is going to be an industry that's going to continue to grow to billions of dollars, extending past 2030. And I think when you look at a lot of companies that have to be able to protect data, and whenever we're using the internet, we have to be able to protect our information against hackers, and being able to be aware of those dangers with people that will do cyber attacks. So I think definitely developing your knowledge around cybersecurity, looking at ways of how you can use it in your business, also being able to understand what are the things you should be looking for against people that can take on different security threats and different phishing attacks. you have to have a strategy to make sure that you're protecting your information and also your customers' information. So I definitely think this is a great in-demand industry that's going to grow and also will a profitable skill set to learn. The seventh skill set is graphic design. So I think graphic design is similar to what I was talking about with videography and also editing. When it comes to graphic design, there's many people that need to be able to visually communicate with your brand or service. So if you can understand how to communicate your ideas, your images, your messages to your target audience in a way that's easy to understand and that they can quickly pick up, these are skills that are simply a must-have in today's world. So I think that you have a lot of people that are wanting to learn more about graphic design or hiring graphic designers to be able to help with their YouTube thumbnails or to help to design the structure of the images on their website or maybe for their podcast cover. There's a lot of different elements of how graphic design can work, from just logos and any type of presentation or visual materials that you have around your product or service. So I definitely think this is a skill set that you have to learn, especially when you are a content creator like myself, or even if you do have a product or service, you do need to make sure as a business owner, you're able to visually communicate your different ideas. So I think that's an important skill set. And for the eighth skill set is looking at copywriting skills. Now, this is typically the process of writing sales copy, marketing copy, and web content. This also can be able to tailor with marketing and graphic design as well. And copywriting skills are important because it does help you write more persuasive and effective messages that sell your products or services. So oftentimes when you are putting content out on your social media, you want to be able to create engaging content where people can understand what is the solution to their problem, and also what is the headline of your video, whether you're saying, okay, how you can be able to build a marketing strategy, or how to be able to develop your skill set in 2023. Just a headline that can quickly and effectively tell your audience what you're talking about. So I definitely think that the copywriting skills really helps when you're trying to convey to people what your video is about and being able to keep them engaged. Now, the ninth skill set that I think is also important to learn in 2023 is web development. Now, web development is simply when you think about just creating websites, being able to create courses, anything that considers you being able to create just a way where people can connect with you online around your product or service. I definitely think that this is a very in-demand skill set that you gotta learn. And even as you're starting to build a business, oftentimes you're going to need to learn, how can you create a website or a way where people can reach you. They can be able to understand more about the services that you offer. They can learn more about your mission and your purpose of why you are providing that product or service. And I think that it really just is a skill set that a lot of people can learn, whether you're wanting to get into the industry as a web developer, or if you're needing to be able to put that in your business to be able to create more value with your product or service. And then the last important in-demand and profitable skill to learn in 2023 is product management. Now, when I say product management, this is just more of the process of being able to manage your product or service from its conception to delivery, and it includes all aspects of developing and delivering that product to the consumer. So I think that product managers, they have to be responsible for ensuring that their company's products meet the user needs, while also making sure that they are commercially viable. So I definitely think that whether you're a person that wants to work in product management, or even just look at it as an entrepreneur, you have to look at ways of not only creating the idea, but also developing that idea all the way to conception and also to reality, where people can be able to use your product, but more importantly, they can be able to utilize your solution to their problem. So those are the top 10, in demand and profitable skills to learn in 2023. I hope this was, valuable for you all. As always, please continue to like, subscribe, and share this video. Don't forget to hit that notification bell below so you can be notified every week when I drop content. And I thank you all so much for watching and listening, and take care.